So today, I'll be giving you a beginner-friendly ab workout that you can use to get a shredded six-pack, but first, we need to understand the muscles of the core. What's up guys, I'm Brian Travis Smith II, aka the Ab Master. Go ahead and smash that like button before it smashes back and subscribe for more great content. If you were to stop a random stranger and ask them what body part they would like to improve the most, chances are they would say their midsection or their stomach. For some people, the midsection reveals just how fit another person is. But the midsection also plays another role. A common area of pain is the lower back. A factor to this pain can be due to weak core muscles. Your core is not just something people look at to see whether or not you're in shape. It is also important for its function and performance as well. It's rare to find someone with well-defined and functioning ab muscles. I believe it's said that there are more millionaires than there are people with six-packs in the world. One particular reason for this is to have a visible six-pack, you need to have a low body fat percentage. If you aren't lean, it doesn't matter how well developed your core muscles are because no one will be able to see them. So today, I'll be giving you a beginner-friendly ab workout that you can use to get a shredded six-pack, but first, we need to understand the muscles of the core. There are many muscles that make up the core, but today I'm going to focus on 4 major parts. If you target these muscles with exercises and use proper form, you will develop an incredible core as long as you remain lean enough. The 4 abdominal parts are the rectus abdominis, the external obliques, the internal obliques, and the transverse abdominis. Let's start with the rectus abdominis. The rectus abdominis is responsible for a few functions, but primarily for bringing your rib cage closer to your pelvis, or vice versa. The rectus abdominis can be split into 2 parts, the upper fibers and the lower fibers. When you do a sit-up or a leg raise where you bend your body at the hips, it won't train the abdominals in the full range of motion. To effectively train the abdominals, you want to make sure that you are bringing the abs in a full range of motion. When you do a sit-up or a crunch, that is your upper abdominis working to develop. But to get your lower abdominals to develop, you need to do exercises such as hanging leg raises or reverse crunches. These are also known as bottom-up exercises. Next up are the obliques. These muscles are on the sides of your body and are responsible for twisting your trunk and bending you at your sides. When performing oblique exercises, it's important not to twist or bend at the hips. Make sure to twist at your sides. Don't try to compensate by using arms or your legs. Now the internal obliques are underneath the external obliques, but perform the same functions. Finally, let's talk about the muscle that everyone seems to forget about, the transverse abdominis. This muscle doesn't seem to be paid any attention to since it's not seen, but it's underneath your abs, ensuring that your core stays tight. The transverse abdominis is activated every time that you suck in your belly. It can be activated in almost every core exercise, but having a specific exercise for it can reduce lower back pain and also lead to a smaller waist. Now that we've discussed the muscles of your core, we need to talk about stabilizing your core. Stabilizing your core is the ability to tighten and support. Think about when someone's about to poke your belly. This function is crucial because it keeps your spine safe every time you move. So to achieve that full range of motion, we need to make sure that our abdominal muscles and our hip flexors are working together effectively. So let's put all of that together into a good basic routine for great core development. I would recommend that you do this 2 to 3 times a week for best results. First up, we're going to start on our lower rectus abdominis, also known as the bottom-up exercise. Here we're going to focus on the reverse crunch. During the reverse crunch, you want to make sure that you're bringing your pelvis closer to your rib cage. When performing this exercise, make sure that you're not kicking up your legs in the air. Bend your knees, tuck your legs, and imagine rolling your body up like a piece of paper. Next up, we're going to target the obliques with the elbow to knee tuck. When you're seated, place your hands behind your head. Bend your knees and bring them up so that your thighs and hips form a 90-degree angle, calves parallel to the floor. Twist your upper body in one direction, bringing the elbow to the opposite knee while fully extending your other leg. Hold and then return back to the starting position to repeat in the opposite direction. Next up, we're going to do a mid-range static move, in this case, the plank. Now, planks are a popular exercise for the stabilization of the core. Everyone seems to do them, but also everyone seems to do them wrong. If you want to work your core and not your hip flexors, it's important to round your lower back and tuck your tailbone. And finally, we're going to do an exercise that works our upper rectus abdominals. It's a top-down exercise, the 90-90 crunch. Here, you want to make sure that you're laying flat on your back and raise your legs, knees bent at 90 degrees. Using your abdominals, lift your shoulders and upper back off the floor by bending forward at the waist. Bring your elbows towards your knees and then squeeze at the top and return back to the starting form. Make sure to do these exercises with perfect form. It's really easy to involve the hip flexors, so if you have bad form, then chances are you're going to be getting bad core engagement as well. So to summarize this workout up for you, here is the perfect abs program for beginners. I'd recommend 10 to 15 reps on the exercises except the static plank, which I would recommend working up to 30-second holds. And just to make it easy for you, I've organized all this information in a PDF that you can use and take with you on your mobile device, whether you're at the gym, at home, or outside. To get your copy, head over to thetitanprinciples.com/beginner abs, and I'll send it right over to you. I'll also leave a link in the description below. Please remember that this workout is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly have your shredded six-pack, you want to make sure that your nutrition is optimized for you to be lean. For a step-by-step program that will take out all of the guesswork for you, head over to thetitanprinciples.com and get started with one of my coaching programs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to show your support by liking the video and dropping a comment below on what you would like me to cover in my next video. Subscribe and visit thetitanprinciples.com for coaching. See you next time.